Sri Matre Namaha. I welcome you all devotees. In today's satsanga, we will talk about Lalita Trishati. Today's satsanga is the part 1 of Lalita Trishati. In Lalita Trishati Namavali, there are 300 names of Mother Lalita. These 300 names are the Anga Devatas, which means family gods of all 15 Titinitya Devis. The first Titinitya is Kameshwari Titinitya Devi. Total 20 Anga Devatas of Kameshwari Nitya Mata are given in Lalita Trishati Stotram. In today's satsanga, we will discuss some of the family gods of Kameshwari Nitya Mata given in first 2 slokas. There are totally 4 slokas devoted to Mata Kameshwari. In today's satsanga, we will see 2 slokas. Now let me introduce you to Lalita Trishati Namavali part 1st today's satsanga. Many people get confused and have difficulty in chanting the Sanskrit Lalita Trishati sloka. They are unknown of the meaning of Trishati Namavali, and many of them just keep on chanting without knowing the meaning of namas given in Trishati. In today's satsanga, we will learn how to chant sloka of Lalita Trishati. We will also know the meaning of Sanskrit sloka Namavali, which falls under Kameshwari Titinitya Devi. We will also see how to worship Sri Yantra or an ideal of Mother or the picture of Mother with those Namavali, which we are going to see in this satsanga. You will surely get benefits with this satsanga in your regular puja. I will explain how to do a short puja of Sri Yantra or an ideal or photo frame of Mother Lalita. Now, what we will learn in this satsanga, what you are going to get. The first, there are 3 topics we are going to discuss. The first topic is the first and second sloka related to Kameshwari Nitya in Lalita Trishati sloka and how to chant in that Sanskrit sloka. Second topic, we will see how to chant first and second sloka Namavali and what is the meaning of that Namavali. All namas meaning we will see. And third, last topic, we will see how to worship Sri Yantra or ideal of Mother or picture of Devi with Lalita Trishati Namavali. It is a short puja. I am going to explain you. Now let us discuss the first topic, the first and second sloka related to Kameshwari Nitya in Lalita Trishati sloka and how to chant this Sanskrit sloka. The Bija mantra of Kameshwari Nitya Devi as per Trishati is Ka. There are 4 slokas in the Trishati Stotram which represent first Nitya Devi, the Kameshwari. Now let us see the first 2 slokas of Stotram. We will chant in such a manner. The first sloka is Kakara Rupa Kalyani Kalyana Gunashalini Kalyana Shaila Nilaya Kamaniya Kalavati. This is the first sloka. The second sloka is Kamalakshi Kalmashagni Karuna Amruta Sagara Kadamba Kanana Vasa Kadamba Kusuma Priya. This is the second sloka. Now let us discuss the second topic, how to chant first and second sloka Namavali, and we will also see the meaning of each nama. The first nama is Kakara Rupaya. How to chant it? We will chant in such a way. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kakara Rupaya Namaha. Now let us see the meaning. Ka Kara Rupaya means Devi Lalita is embodiment of that Ka Akshara. I bow down to Mother Lalita, who is represented by the letter Ka, that is, who has the Bij Akshara of Ka at the beginning of the mantra. As per Saundarya Lahari, Ka represents Supreme Shiva, the ultimate Supreme Brahma, who is the creator. Hence, Lalitambika is Brahma, who is the creator of the universe. Ka Akshara has the quality of protecting the world by providing the basic needs of all living beings. It represents water. Hence, it is the protecting for all world. She is the repository of Amrita, which is in Sahasradala Chakra. Ka Akshara also represents blissfulness, means Ananda, and implies Parabrahma. It is the embodiment of Ka Vidya or Brahma Vidya, what we call God realization. So this was the meaning of first Nama. The second Nama is Kalyaniyai. We will chant in such a way. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kalyaniyai Namaha. Let us see the meaning. Kalyana means happiness of all kinds. Hence, she is the embodiment of pure bliss. She grants happiness to her devotees as she resides in everyone's body as a soul. Lalita Mata is endowed with all pleasant qualities and grants him the same qualities whoever worships her. Mother is the personification of all arts. They may be Chandrakala or 64 kalas. With these arts, she always tried to make Kalyana of Sadhaka, means she always preferred to take Sadhaka to higher level in spiritual and material world. This was the meaning of second Nama. The third Nama is Kalyana Gunashaliniyai. Now let us chant it. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kalyana Gunashaliniyai Namaha. Let us see the meaning. Kalyana Gunashaliniyai means Lalita Devi having all gunas which we see in that highest blissful state. Kalyana represents happiness or complete bliss, which is unparalleled bliss, pure happiness. Devi has all these qualities. She is already in a blissful state. The meaning of this Nama here is, when Sadhaka meditates on her at a certain stage of meditation, he also experiences the blissful state. That guna of Devi which makes Sadhaka Kalyana, Sadhaka's development starts appear in Sadhaka by his sadhana. Great amount of wealth becomes attainable by her one look. If she is happy by the prayer of any kind of devotee like gods, humans, or may it be demon, all are her children. She takes care of everyone who tries to reach her. So this was the meaning of third Nama. The fourth Nama is Kalyana Shaila Nilayayai. Kalyana Shaila Nilayayai means Tripura Sundari resides on that blissful mountain. Symbolically, it is said that Shaila means a strong and huge rocky mountain that cannot be destroyed. Devi has an abode in the huge rocky mountains of bliss. Here that rocky mountain represents the abode which is called Mahameru, which is Kalyana Shaila. We get this reference in Lalita Sahasranamam. This Mahameru is in our Sahasrara Chakra, which is the place of Lalita Tripura Sundari, representing Param Shiva and Shakti. So this was the meaning of fourth Nama. The fifth Nama is Kamaniyayai. Let us chant the Nama. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kamaniyayai Namaha. Let us see the meaning. Kamaniyayai means mother is desirable by everyone. Mother Lalita is the embodiment of bliss, so she is very desirable, and she is one who grants everything which is desirable, for which a devotee prays, and hence she is desired by her devotees, and devotees worships her with devotion. For the devotees, she appears in the most beautiful form in front of them and is hence desirable by the devotee of any kind. This was the meaning of fifth Nama. The sixth Nama is Kalavatiyai. Let us chant the Nama. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kalavatiyai Namaha. Kalavatiyai means mother resides in each and every Kala, wherever it may be in this universe, because every Kala have appeared from mother. 64 Kalas and other Kalas have appeared from Devi. She is also manifested in 16 Kalas of the moon, which are her supreme Kalas, or we can say supreme Vidyas or knowledge. They rule the whole universe. Those are known as 15 Titi Nitya, or we can say 16 Titi Nitya Devis. So she is known as Kalavatiyai Namaha. This was the meaning of 6th Nama. The 7th Nama is Kamalakshayai. Let us chant the Nama. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kamalakshayai Namaha. Let us see the meaning. Kamalakshayai means Devi has beautiful eyes like a petal of lotus. The eyes of the mother are like lotus, which are incomparable in the whole universe. When she looks to Kameshwara with her beautiful lotus-like eyes, Mahaganpati was appeared from Mata to destroy the Vigna Yantra created by the Bhandasura army. We see this story in Brahmanda Purana. So this is the power of mother's eyes, which are so beautiful. Now let us see the 8th Nama meaning. The 8th Nama is Kalma Shagniyai. Let us chant the Nama. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kalma Shagniyai Namaha. Now let us see the meaning. Kalma Shagniyai means she dissolves each and every karma of her devotee. Divine Mother destroys the dirt of sins which is accumulated by our previous karmas. She will free her devotees from all sins. With the fire of Jnana, means the fire of Atma Jnana, self-realization and God realization, she destroys the fruits of all karmas when devotee reaches that state with the grace of Mother. Hence, she is known as Kalmashagniyai Namaha. The 9th Nama is Karunamruta Sagara. Let us chant it. Om Aim Hrim Srim Karunamruta Sagarayai Namaha. Now let us see the meaning. Karuna Amruta Sagara means she is very compassionate towards all her devotees. Mother is the ocean of the nectar of compassion. She never has duality against anyone. She always treats her all children equally, whoever it may be, according to his or her desire. If he is eligible, she grants everything without any condition. She is like the ocean of the Amrita of moksha for the devotees. All devotees attain that state of moksha through their sadhanas, which is like Amrita, where there is no death. Mother Lalita is the embodiment of Supreme Brahma, where there is no duality, only one Supreme Paramatma Parmeshwari Lalita Mahatripura Sundari resides everywhere. This was the meaning of 9th Nama. The 10th Nama is Kadamba Kanana Vasayai Nama. Let us chant it. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kadamba Kanana Vasayai Namaha. Now let us see the meaning. Kadamba Kanana Vasa means who resides in the forest of Kadamba trees. Here, Kadamba indicates a kind of Kalpa Vriksha, a tree that grants all desires. This means she resides in the middle of numerous and beautiful trees. Here it means the place where she lives is like a Kalpa Vriksha. When we reach there by our sadhana, we can have anything that we want by the grace of Mother. This was the meaning of 10th Nama. The 11th Nama is Kadamba Kusuma Priyayai. Let us chant it. Om Aim Hrim Srim Kadamba Kusuma Priyayai Namaha. Now let us see the meaning. Kadamba Kusuma Priya means Mother Lalita loves the flowers of Kadamba trees. Kusuma is a blissful flower, means blissful state. It represents blissful state. Here it is shown that when we reach that place of bliss by our sadhana, we always remain in that blissful state from which we never want to come out again. So that place is the abode of Mother and she is blissful. Hence she is known as Kadamba Kusuma Priyayai. So this was the 11th and last final Nama of the 2 slokas. These are the divine names of Mother Lalita, and Kameshwari Nitya is the one form of divine Lalita, and the names given in sloka 1 and 2 are the Anga Devatas, the gods related to Mother Kameshwari, which we have known now. Now let us see the last topic of this satsanga, how to worship Sri Yantra or idol or photo frame of Devi with Lalita Trishati Namavali. Many people will think that we must compulsory worship Sri Yantra or the idol of Mother Lalita with all the names of Lalita Trishati, but believe me, it is not like that. First, you must understand that each and every name of Mother given in Lalita Trishati is a single divine power, having its own separate deity, separate supreme intelligence. So, even if you chant a single name from this stotra, you surely get blessings of Mother according to that particular nama which you are chanting. Now, let us see the process of worship. First, you keep an idol or photo frame or Sri Yantra in front of you. Mother always check your bhakti, devotion towards her. She will never give the importance to the material what you use to worship her, because the material which we use to worship her is created by her. It is not ours own. So always be devoted towards her, towards Mother. You must be facing to the north side. Cleanse yourself, puja room, Mother's idol, Sri Yantra or photo frame, and sit to worship Mother as you like. Offer Mother some flowers or incense stick or kunkuma. Take water in hand and make a sankalpa. Ask what you want and pour the water on the ground. You can download Lalita Trishati. The link is given in the description. Start chanting Lalita Trishati. Here you can arrange your sadhana according to your daily routine. You can chant only the first sloka Namavali. You must chant 9 times each mantra every day with separate nama as we saw before. The next day you can chant the second sloka Namavali for 9 times each nama, and similarly every day you can chant each sloka Namavali till you finish your stotram. Or if you are familiar with it, you can chant whole Trishati Stotram if you are familiar. Offer kunkuma or red flower petals while chanting each nama mantra, and you can finish your puja with your gratitude towards your Mother. Remember one thing, to get the full benefits of Lalita Trishati, you should take Sri Vidya Diksha. To take Sri Vidya Diksha from my Guru Parampara, click the link given in the description. Without Diksha, you can chant this stotram, but you have to work a lot to bring that supreme consciousness within yourself. Still doing this, Mother always will guide you to go for a Diksha, as the knowledge of secret Sri Vidya can be gained by only that devotee who has taken Guru Diksha. So, in this Satsanga, we saw 11 divine names of Mother Lalita. Mother Lalita has taken 15 forms called 15 Tithi Nitya Devis, or we can say 16 Tithi Nitya Devis. The name of the first Nitya Devi is Kameshwari Tithi Nitya Devi. The first 4 slokas of Lalita Trishadi, starting from the letter Ka, are the main gods which are related to Mother Kameshwari. From 4 slokas, we saw 2 slokas in this Satsanga. Please download the Lalita Trishadi Stotram. The link is given in the description. In the next Satsanga of Lalita Trishadi Stotram, we will discuss the next 2 slokas related to Kameshwari Tithi Nitya Devi. Thank you all devotees. Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Matre Namaha.